Okay. Well, let's go get our renowned stuff.
That broom's as ragged as...
Let's go get what we get for our renown.
So Martha's all right.
And then go do the side quest.
Others weren't so lucky.
See if we can craft something cool.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts? Here you are.
1 meteorite. 1 berserker ring.
You earned this. Come again.
Berserker ring does what? Well, with each precision dodge. Huh. I precise dodge a lot.
I may have more for you.
And there's no more hunts, right? No more hunts at the moment. We gotta go all the way up there. Got it.
I hear
Don't forget to do your guardian tales before it resets in an hour or 40 minutes.
Ah, okay.
Because it's getting ready to do the reset.
I think
Okay.
it's alright to touch.
It will do that.
What'd you need?
Need you to let me craft some more
Sorry,
stuff.
Whitby.
Oh, you can't let me craft anything good. You saw.
That it? Fine.
Alright, Tishan. Alright, what do you want from me, guy?
It's not.
Won't be long now, Martel. Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Well, here I am.
Is
Speak.
everything alright?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
Why not? I'm sure they'll be pleased.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Thank you.
You're
She always
welcome.
had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory.
As opposed to Granny Smith. Granny Martell.
Yeah, Martel, today's finally the day.
Like, cool that they're actually making some progress, but looking at that tree, it's only bearing like 8 fruit. 1, 2. Okay, maybe like
Better than no fruit.
maybe like 12 fruit.
Better than no fruit.
Debatable. Like, why do you say some of something's better than none of something?
Because progress is better than zero.
Yeah, not if you want freaking morale to stay up. You give
Better than zero.
No.
That is the most.
no, not if you want morale to stay up. You give people something tasty and yum, but there's an incredibly limited supply of it. They'll eat it, they'll love it, they'll want more of it. They'll realize there is no more of it, then they'll get sad and constantly be thinking about how much they want more of it, and then nothing will get done because they're going to be daydreaming and wishing and hoping for more of it.
But
Is it though?
Yeah.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Is it though? Got him.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here. Courtesy of Martel.
Martell apples. Martellapole. Martellapole!
Martel.
Mm.
Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait,
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
Like, I don't know how much I like being called Sid.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
You are Sid now.
I don't want to be Sid now.
You are Sid now. I will be right back.
Okay?
Blimey, these take me back.
Yep.
I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab 'em right from the branch, make Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they?
They are.
I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
Apples were enough to curdle your guts.
That room's as ragged as goat's locks.
Why you gotta take Goat down like that, bro? Man's trying.
I think it's alright to touch him.
Like, Goat's trying to help. Freaking everybody's just tearing into him.
It's not the
The Cursebreakers send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
fruits of her labors. We're 5 renown away. Alright, I gotta go grab some H2O.
Got it.
I will worry later.
Well, just assume that when I have to leave, you know why.
Like, where's he at?
Don't know. We'll talk about it later.
Okay. Where do I go? Now I go to Port Isolde. Silken Strand. Oh. We're hungry. They could try.
Those crystals belong to us all.
I said, where were you, filth? Back to your sties! Cut you down where you stand!
Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
Why do we need to get in unnoticed, Clive?
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus.
Alright, to the Lazarus.
We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
We'll do a way to find out.
It is abandoned.
Black light burns.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. And I don't think we've lost upon bird.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Yeah. Down here. Down here.
Not abandoned then.
That ain't good.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Or we won't.
Or not.
Alright, easy peasy. Enemies bested, but not slain.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
Sir Tyler.
Blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
Retainers.
My lord, I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. Sir Wade.
Good to see a friendly face. Because men can't hug. The hand hug.
Hand hug.
That's actually a thing.
Inside.
Oh.
Invented by Shakespeare, because men back then couldn't hug.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge. Then so do we. Make ready.
Aye.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else.
Indeed.
If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Are you doing your tailed guardians?
And ours.
Yes. Yep. I'm working on it.
Excellent,
We
excellent.
too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name.
Yeah.
It cannot be allowed to continue.
I was too tired to do our co-op when I was
Must
awake at
put a stop
7:30.
to this madness.
So that's freaking... That's
We must.
damn near 600 gems we're not going to
So
get.
let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
That's right. If it was important to me, I would wake up and do it.
You wouldn't have been able to wake up after going to bed at 3:30.
Very well.
You'd have 3.5 to 4 hours to do it.
I would be honored to serve at
sleep.
your side.
And we at yours.
I just hate how it's fucking time locked to
Let us do our duty.
6 hours in total throughout
With
3 times
pleasure,
of the
my
day.
lord.
It's so dumb. Like, just let me do it anytime during the day.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Alright, Sir Wade, let's go.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Excellent.
Very good.
Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Did Sir Tyler die that night?
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Black or white? His companions who are keen to lend their assistance, however, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Alright, we got a bridge battle to go through.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Ambrosia's not flying. It's crazy how puppers can keep up with horse. Horse chicken, go! Chocobo's got jump.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Best destination nearby, let's go.
What is it now? I told you.
We
And I
bear a
told you.
message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come!
Your black shields are
Die
nothing.
along with your flame! Forasaria!
Forasaria!
Boros area! Wahoo!
Anti-revolution ends here. On these
Well, that was like all of them.
reinforcements from the far bank.
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
More dragons.
Worse. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say
Oh, I didn't know that's what he could do. Damn, friggin' that new precision dodge attack. is stupid good. Berserk Ring is stupid good.
A noble stand.
Another
Albeit
fucking dragoon.
A misguided one.
No, he must be a dark.
Take it. You have but proven our point. That
Is he a
this
dragoon?
land is in dire need of cleansing.
I'm waiting for a Dark Knight. Knight of the Lasting Dark. Alright, let's lay some of this in on him.
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
We finish him.
Yoink him down. That should finish the job. And it did. Nice. Like that friggin' Berserk Ring, man. It's just fucking makes my precision dodges so much stronger when I do the counterattack.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
I'll be right back.
It did.
It bloody worked.
Bloody worked.
Huzzah.
We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud.
My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well.
She will
She'll
not.
move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again.
And again and again. We have
I
to kill
often
her.
wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements?
We should.
A sound strategy, my lord.
Quest complete. More magic dash into meteorite, as opposed to a meteor wrong. Start drinking more water.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since
enough.
the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained.
Indeed.
Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
I'm dead.
And I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Like, we're just getting a bunch of these random seals.
Pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Like, we just randomly get these seals that say, hey, we're okay. Like from a lore perspective, it makes sense, but it's also, I don't know, kind of silly. Port Isolde. Rossfield Manor. I don't think I'd mind living in a port town. As long as I had a GameStop. And maybe a Walmart.
How accommodating.
Good internet. Close to an
Do
Amazon
you really
fulfillment
think they
center.
believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
He'll probably see his brother's face in you. Clive, my boy, it's been too long. I've missed you terribly.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Young baby Clive. He knows.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
Family love.
warned of that scene from the Saint at the Sanctuary. Never did let me place a Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on.
Our uncle's a little chunky. He's a chunkle.
See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother.
Or the looks.
All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
We don't have
So
weeks.
you believe us then? About everything?
My dear nephew would never lie to me.
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's true.
It's not untrue.
Damn it, Jill.
It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
Damn it, Uncle.
The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Drustinus.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. became their puppet. I let them pull my strings.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Telling myself it was not my hand that swung a sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand?
You gonna give me your power?
I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive.
For the love of God, it's M-rated. Just fuck already.
I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just fuck already.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Ow. We can only go back to the hideaway. And here.